Cancer, ho Cancer. So happy to have you join me. Welcome to December, my beautiful seeker. I'll be working with the Golden Dawn Tarot. Okay. Cancer. Show me Cancer. The Hangman. It's like there's the obvious place I can take it to. Cancer sacrifices themselves and always overgiving, blah, blah, blah. But I don't want to. I want to give you the benefit of the doubt. I want to give you the credit to have done some massive work and realize something, especially those of you who've been around my channel. You know what I think about the empath narcissist scale, and if you don't, watch mine. A narcissist is an empath who had enough. The triggering truth about empaths and narcissists. It's on my 13th Elements playlist. But never mind that. The Hangman is also about spiritual ascension from a place of descension. He is in the reverse. Odin hung himself upside down from the Yggdrasil tree, the Norse tree of life, for 9 days and nights, in the hopes of having the runes and the wisdom of the runes meaning the secret of life, unveil themselves to him. And after doing so, they did unveil themselves to him, and he gathered all the knowledge of all the worlds through the runes, and he became Odin, the All-Father, the equivalent for Zeus in Greek mythology, for example. So, Cancer, I'm not taking this as you being a weakling, a sacrificial lamb. No. I think this is no longer to do with your relationships or your situationships. I think I did a video about that one too. Just scroll through my 13th Element playlist. It's yummy. It's a yummy menu of stuff. I think it's about your ascension. What it is that you desire to learn about the secrets of life. And I think you are very willing to go through that journey. It's like I'm picking up on some of you, like looking up and be like, what do you want me to do? Do you need me to hang myself upside down in the reverse like Odin? Please don't do so. It's an analogy. It's a story. It's symbolic. No one hanging themselves upside down and then tagging me on Instagram. Don't do that to me. I'll be like, nope. Disclaimer. Put a disclaimer. It's some sort of spiritual shamanic journey. It's some sort of an energetic mental exertion for the sake of knowing, evolving, becoming. I don't know why I made a while ago a video for Taurus and I named it The Becoming. I don't even remember what month it was. It was a few months back at least. So intuitively it's coming up that you might have something in that reading for you. So just Google through my videos, The Becoming, Taurus, the Existential Shift, those words. Hopefully it will come up. Hopefully I'm not confusing a different video, but write The Becoming and with the Existential Shift. Because I don't know, I'm picking up like you need to hear it. Sorry, so many things are coming up just from one card. It's, Cancer. Interesting, a lot of past videos are coming up for you guys. You had a video that I named a long time ago, That Which You Seek is Seeking You, for Cancer. And another one, a different one, Pick Up the Sword, Spiritual Samurai, something like that. You'll find it on the Cancer playlist, I hope, because it's so old, so maybe you just need to Google it. I'm sorry, I don't know why from one card and for your reading for December, so many other videos are coming up. It's almost like you know what I think? I think, yeah. I want those homework. I want those spiritual homeworks. Like you have this thirst for knowledge. The Hangman is one of the most spiritual cards in the deck. It's the seeker that turns into master. And we catch him right on the verge before becoming a master. It's that person that you meet right before the blow up. Not literally. Super succeed. Win some sort of award. You know, they just filmed the lead for a major motion blockbuster and no one knows yet because it didn't come out yet. The promo is just about to come out next week, and you meet them for the first time on a dating app, and you have no clue that this person is just going to be like world renowned or something, or super big somehow. And it only selective few will pick up on that, because only few people actually look into essence and not status, right? Most people judge you according to what is already written on the paper. But some people see you for your essence, your skill, your craft, how much you've worked, and how much you are inevitably going to succeed because of all of that. I think I'm catching some of you on the verge of either major success, where you're still walking around like a hangman, you know, like someone who goes through the regular motions, difficulties, challenges, financing, trying to deal with your finances, issues with romance, you know, mortal stuff. Not that you're not going to remain mortal, but I feel like some of you, I'm catching you right on the verge. And I think you know it. Some of you know that something is coming. Or some of you already know that you are something specific, but maybe you don't flaunt it. Maybe you don't talk about what you do on social media. I read a quote, so freaking brilliant. Someone shared it on social media. Someone wrote on Twitter, I forget her name, I wish I remembered. She said that you are very fortunate if your secret life are more interesting than the ones you show on social media. So that most people don't know. Most people just view you as what you portray on social media, but they don't know that you have like an entire other world of something incredibly cool that you do. So they don't down talk at you as if, because seemingly what they do is better, seemingly, but if they knew, they wouldn't dare. And that's how you tell the truth about a person. When they talk to you, when they look down at you and they talk to you with like, they patronize you. Oh, sweetie. Oh, cutie. Oh, booby. Oh, you cute little thing. You don't know what you're talking about. Let me tell you. And it's like you know something that they don't know about yourself. And you're like, should I say it? And you're like, no. Let them figure it out or not figure it out. Doesn't matter. If they ever figure it out, just the look on their face would be worth it if you were there to see it. But something like that, I think a lot of you are walking around like, you know, like maybe really rich, but walking around like with very modest, humble, simple clothing. Or one of those people who can, like, you know, people present themselves as if they have a lot of money. Maybe they buy a very fancy car, but like spread the credit debt for like forever, because they can't actually afford it. It's not really theirs. Things you buy with your credit and spread it for forever is not actually yours. It's owned by the bank. The bank makes you think, makes you feel like you own it, but bottom line, the bank owns it. Okay, so they appear to have a very rich lifestyle, whereas you, maybe you drive like a way simpler car, but you bought it cash. I bought my car cash. It's not fancy, but it's all mine, like no debt on it. So I, myself with myself, and I don't need anyone to know, I know that I actually might have way more than what someone who drives a fancy schmancy that isn't actually theirs. That car is mine. That's just an example. I'm not putting myself in your reading. I'm just giving you an example to understand. It's I love this. I think some people give you the credit of being like the cutie victim, or someone who always like, you know, they can kind of mess with or play with because you won't say anything, or you're not this big a deal, or maybe they can just skip inviting you because, you know, there are more important people to invite other than Cancer. I mean, Cancer, yeah, we care about them. Yeah, they're cute, but you know, we have just X amount of seats at the table, and this, you know, this person is just way more. Maybe it's an important rabbi, or maybe it's an important blah blah, but you don't know that the person you're skipping is actually already might be someone that frequency-wise, and not just frequency, what they do in the world is actually somehow more or bigger, and or that they are just on the verge of becoming that person that you could have had over, they could have had over for dinner or for the holiday, and say, yeah, this is my friend. Yeah, Cancer is my friend. Yeah, Cancer is my family, or Cancer is my coworker, or Cancer is this, or Cancer is my boyfriend, Cancer is my girlfriend. Like they would have been so, like, it's people who really care about these things, and they might skip you thinking, and then like 2 weeks later, or a month later, or 2 months later, they'll be like, Cancer, do you want to come over? Oh, now you're inviting me? What happened before that when I was nothing? And that's the true test for you to have, for the people you want to have in your life. People who appreciate you and have you over and value your opinion before it's status-wise, paper-wise considered. Because they listen to the essence and they see you for who you are. Cancer. This is big. This is big. December is some sort of portal for you to a whole other bigger life. Maybe you were the sacrificial lamb. Maybe you were overly empathic. Maybe you were you know, like a rag that people feel comfortable in stepping on because you were too nice or something like that. I don't know, but not anymore. It's not to say you're not still nice. It's not to say that you're not kind and sweet and amazing. It's just you carry yourself differently. You have different boundaries. And finally, also, your energy, your phenomenal energy is echoing so strong into the world where it's impossible to ignore it. And you're no longer the person that you can just, people can just mock or take lightly or not take too seriously. You go from the person that if they try to say something, other people kind of swallow, you know, they kind of override your words, and then they're either louder or they just ignore what you say, to suddenly becoming the person that when you say something, the room stops to listen. I'm picking up on some of you. Ow. Whoo. Ace of Wands, 10 of Wands. I love this deck because it leaves so much more room for channeling. You're being cherry-picked, Cancer. You're being chosen for something very unique, out of a crowd, out of many options, out of many people, you stand out really strongly. It's like you're 3 in 1, okay? You can do something that otherwise will require several people, okay? Yeah, we can hire 3 people to do this, but let's hire Cancer because Cancer knows this, this, and that. Something like that. And that's your big break. That's somehow your opportunity. This is okay. Okay, show me more. Show me more. Show me more for Cancer. It's a new you. It's not a new you. It's a new way of being seen in the world, I feel. You've always been this way. It was always your knowledge. It was always your truth. It was always your essence. It was always your talent. But somehow it was muddled by vanity around you. Interesting. I'm picking up on a question. I don't know why you want it to be in the reverse, but yeah, you can reverse the roles. This could be someone in your life. 7 of Wands. Okay, this will require you to have some uncomfortable situations where you need to stand your ground. Like let's say you are cherry-picked for something, or do stand out in the crowd, or being acknowledged for something, or something like that. There will be some either people or things that will try to defy it. Cancer? What? Seriously? Why Cancer? That makes what? But Cancer is like what? What? No. What about kind of that? And that's your moment, Cancer. You will need to step up and speak up and say something, and be like, "Excuse me, I actually do know very much about this topic, probably more than you do because of XYZ. This is what I did. This is my experience. This is my knowledge. And you disrespecting me like that is unacceptable. So if you don't know me, that's okay, but don't assume anything about me, and definitely don't go around saying things." Just an example, you will find this could be a dinner date where it's someone you've been involved with and they're used to seeing you a certain way, or talking to you a certain way, and they're used to it being okay. And you know what? It's not even their fault. That's what they got used to. And this is your moment to be like, what? You can't say that to me. Or, actually, that's not true, what you just said. I'm not like that at all. I'm actually the complete opposite. I don't know what makes you have that perception of me. Maybe you're projecting something from yourself. I don't know. But it's not true. And you're gonna have to do it. And listen, it's not like, it doesn't have to be like huge stuff. It could be like really small, minor stuff, or you used to keep quiet and not say anything, and now you're like, I'm sorry, but that's just not true. Because you were like, oh, what's the point? And choose your battles, and let's keep it harmonious. And now you're like, but it's not true. What this person just said about me, or in regards to me, it's not, why, even if it's the smallest thing, no. If you're supposed to get change and you get literally 25 cents or 10 cents less than you're supposed to, and you go out, you count the money, you're like, oh, this person didn't give me 10 cents, and I'm pretty confident with my math. And you go inside and you're like, excuse me, yeah, for 10 cents. Because it's not about the 10 cents. It's about those 10 cents not being theirs, but being yours. And then they're like, no, I did the math right. And you're like, no, you're actually wrong. You can take out a calculator. And no one's like, oh, yeah. Because if your math is right, and if what is yours, but someone disrespects your math and takes what's yours, no, it's not okay. And there is no smallest sum in the world for that, because it's an essence thing, and it's also you declaring to the universe what you're willing to take and not willing to take. Because if you're okay with that 10 cents, you'll be okay with who knows what. It's frequency. It's essence. Now, obviously, I read a horrible story about a lawyer who sued a taxi driver over accidentally charging them 10 cents over. And that it's like an elderly taxi driver, like 80 plus years old or something really sad. The man made a mistake, and it was tragic enough for it to be a shitty lawyer on that ride who literally sued him for that mistake. So don't do that. Do it in a way that is compassionate and makes sense. I've given you an exercise. No distortions of that sort. That, I read the story, I sent my prayers to that taxi driver whom I don't know, but it's just so sad. Anyway. Show me more, please, for Cancer. if you throw a family member out to the curb for the sake of hosting a dignified rabbi, you know nothing of Judaism or of spirituality or of God. I have no idea why the fuck this just came up to my mind. This is really weird and really specific. So either take it as an analogy, because I'm Jewish, I'm from Israel, so when religion stuff like that comes to my mind, so I automatically, take it to that place, but it could be, take it as an analogy to anything, as a metaphor. And if someone is doing that to you, now you know the real worth. It's a holiday season, it's difficult. It's really difficult for some of you are staying alone, because of the virus. So, people are celebrating with like a lot less people. It's not all the relatives, it's like the nuclear family, because that's what is instructed, and so on and so forth. So a lot of people are left out at this time. So if you're one of those people who are not included because you're not part of a nuclear family or something like that, then I'm sending you best possible holiday blessings, and I love you. Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah and Happy New Year and all of that. Cancer, I'm picking up on some Cancers who really deserve the very best, because you are the very best. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, there's going to be, you might find yourself having to deal with a situation of some sort of any of the ones that I've described, with either a family member or a friend. Feminine. It's feminine. Queen of Cups in the reverse. It's someone that has a distorted sense of right and wrong. They go by their ego, but they think it's the truth. So they confuse their ego for their for truth. Okay, so they'll want to do something that is based off their ego, but they won't tell themselves, "Oh, it's just what I want." No, they'll give reasonings to it. Okay, they'll give some sort of like righteous reason to it. Anywhere from it makes sense because of X, Y, Z, or because this is the spiritual higher thing to do, but it has nothing to do with the spiritual light. It has nothing to do with love and light, although they say it. It has nothing to do with what is true and what is accurate. No, it has to do with their ego, that they are projecting onto the situation. They want to do what they want to do, which is fine. We're all free to do what we want to do, but let's not deceive ourselves for the reason. Let's not tell ourselves that we do it because of this, because of some mighty just reason, when it's actually a very mundane, emotional, egoic reason. So it's either you, Cancer, because it is a Queen of Cups, so you're a water sign, You've got to take under consideration that these are general readings, so it could be either you or someone you're dealing with. So it could be you, but it could be someone you're dealing with. So if it is you, take it as whatever you need to take it as. And if it's someone that you're dealing with, then the same, advice that I just gave from the Seven of Wands, of being clear. We're not doing it because of that. We're doing it because of that. Ten of Cups in the reverse. This is starting to feel more and more like a family thing, because Ten of Cups is very family, tribe-like energy, and it's in the reverse. And it's the holiday season. I do pick up like it's a familial thing. This whole like breakthrough for you, where you're standing out, might somehow differentiate you or take you out of somehow will put you outside of a dynamic. Not for bad reasons, just it's inevitable. It's like by circumstance, and it's just uncomfortable. If you're the first person in your family to make it, or to graduate, or to not be poor, that could be uncomfortable your family members, you know? And it's a very difficult thing to deal with because on one hand you broke out of a very difficult cycle and you deserve everything you've done for yourself. But you want, you want people that you love in your life to be happy for you and care about you. And I'm sure they want to feel that. But it's very hard for them because you did what they couldn't. And it doesn't make them bad people. It just makes them human. It's a difficult situation, Show me more. Four of Swords. Any more clarity about this? Something will be put on hold in your life in order to allow you to have something else expand in your life. Two of Pentacles. It will create a dilemma. Do I really want to give that up, or do I really want to feel outside of that? Or I don't think you have a choice, and I think you know it. I think whatever gateway is opening up for you, it's something you need to cross. It's the next step of the journey for you, and you wish it would make sense with everyone. But if people don't want to be happy for you, or don't want to encourage you, or want to make you feel bad about doing something for yourself, then it's sad, and I'm sorry, but there's nothing you can do about it. And it may create a sense of feeling alone or outside of things. And it sucks, I'm sorry. Like there is a sense of sacrifice that needs to be made. Show me more. And sometimes in order to do the right thing, some sort of sacrifice needs to be made. Exclude one thing in order to allow another. It's physics. Five of Pentacles. Something will be lost. I think there will be a relationship that you will lose inevitably because and someone will feel really left out. I think the example that I gave about the holiday, about being excluded from something, it came up. It was another reading this came up for. Gemini? I'm pretty sure it was in Gemini for December as well. Something similar about someone being excluded. And again, I'm not surprised that it's coming up in more than one reading because it's the holiday season, especially with these circumstances. They make it even worse. Queen of Swords in the upright. Yeah, but truth will be said. Cancer, I don't know if it's you or someone for you. This could be someone speaking up for you, This could be someone standing up for you and saying the words, and you're like, what? No way, that never happens. I think you'll be surprised. I think someone might surprise you. So because you've exercised standing up for yourself and clarifying the truth to people in your life and like small things, it manifests in other people doing that for you. So, because if you never protected yourself or defended yourself, why would energetically anybody else? So I think a situation occurs of some sort and then someone stands up for you. Or stand up for the person that is, I'm picking up on really hard words like denied, excluded, like left out in the cold kind of thing. Ugh. But you either like really clarify that your position or someone, and that's something that is coming up even stronger for me, I'll be honest, is that someone is doing it for you. When they're like putting their foot down and like, nope, Cancer needs to be a part of it, or you shouldn't have done that to Cancer, something like that. Or Cancer, you shouldn't do that. Something, place yourself. But hot chocolate, not so hot anymore. Because I drink a jar, it gets cold. For Cancer seekers, okay. I had it in another reading today come up, this combination of Ace of Cups and Temperance. I'm pretty sure it came up. It was definitely the Ace of Cups. Oh, where did I see this combination? Oh, it was a Four of Swords. Never mind. But something similar came up with similar meaning on the lunar love reading that I did for my shifters on Patreon. I just did for the lunar eclipse and full moon in Gemini. I just posted it earlier. So something similar came up, sorry, in regards to massive resolution. This is spiritual justice. This is resolve. This is peace. This is... And I love that it... Oh my God. Okay, I want you to see this table. Ace of Wands, 10 of Cups in the reverse, Ace of Cups. So the same row, it's 1, 1, 1. And we're going from reverse 10 of Cups to an upright Ace of Cups. So something that has been around is like an attitude, an approach that has been around for a long time, maybe in regards to you or for you or by you. And a new approach is coming up. Like someone really speaks the truth about the situation. Again, either this person or someone in the name of this person. And that really brings it actual justice. And I love that we spoke of like that the whole Jewish thing came up, because I'm just realizing that in this deck, there's a lot of Jewish attributes. Like for example, this is the letter Hey for Jehovah, which is very much so like Ace of Cups is the card of, faith and pure love, right? The essence of universal love. So this is very divine. This is very godly. And it's like these are 10 cups, but none of them has the Hey on it, right? In the reverse. They're all a pretense of divinity. A preacher with no heart kind of thing. And this is the Queen of Cups in the reverse. And this is all, and this suit of cups begins with the Ace of Cups. And here it comes at the end of the reading with Temperance, which is the card of angels and divine guidance and faith and unconditional love. This is amazing to seal this reading for you. So, justice, spiritual justice will be had. Spiritual justice, karmic justice, energetic, emotional, picking up on also psychological, like things will click in the heads of the individuals involved, because whoever speaks the truth here, they completely change this person, this Queen of Swords here. Cancer, I'm really picking up strongly someone is standing up for you. It's like they're just coming up and clarifying that Cancer is not this or that and shouldn't be spoken to like this and like that. This is Cancer. And it's just like, it clarifies the entire thing. Again, this could be you doing that for yourself. This could be you witnessing that. I think mid-month might be challenging, but end of month seems really right. And we start with a very spiritual energy, we end with a very spiritual energy. It's like we skip the death card, right? We go from 12 to 14. Wow. So much healing. Cancer, I feel like some of you are going to heal some wounds or some mechanism in your life that has been really hurting you for quite some time. It's been like a loop in your life. It's been like a repetitive thing. The way people treat you, the way people see you, the way people talk to you, where you are in relation to the world or to your environment. There's a wonderful sense of healing of that. And you get your worth. Now, if something is lost and cannot be retrieved, let it go. Because this eclipse season, we're going to also have a solar eclipse on the 14th. Number 14, see. It's going to show all the truth, comfortable and uncomfortable. And as I said, it's going to place you on your path. So anything else you can tell me about this last row here for Cancer for December? Six of Pentacles. Cancer, this is spiritual justice, this is financial justice, this is Six of Pentacles. You're going to get your worth. You're going to get what you deserve in a very good way. There's a karmic reward, a massive karmic spiritual reward. This can also portray gifts, you know, holiday gifts or any sort of gift, maybe romantic. If you're asking about romance, I say what the cards show me, like I don't, you know, but I do focus on love and romance in the extended. So link below, Patreon and Vimeo. I will see into you and your person of interest, the exact dynamic, both of your mind space, heart space, the behavior, how things unfold, and we finish up with messages from the Celtic runes. And it's a very big spread, and we can see a lot into it. And then I rearrange, and it's fun. Okay, so check it out. If you join Patreon and you're watching this today on the 30th, wait until after midnight, because they charge on the 1st of every month. So if you'll pay before midnight on the 30th, it will charge again tomorrow on the 1st, from when I'm recording this. So I would love to have you over on Patreon. But unless you want to pay twice and it's something that you want to do, then great, but just so you know, okay? So you can choose. And we're going from 5 of Pentacles to 6 of Pentacles. This is amazing. Something is really unjust, is like almost happening, like things almost are about to be really rotten, and then someone just comes in and clarifies. It's like they almost like behead the head of the person who was going to do that. And like, no, not gonna happen. Cancer has its place. Your seat at the table. Okay, I'll see you in a second in the extended. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and press the bell button to receive notifications. It's almost the Existential Shift's birthday. On the solar eclipse and the new moon on December 14th is the shift's birthday. If you want to get the channel a gift, then my P.O. box and my Amazon wish lists are below. You can also get yourself a gift as part of the Existential Shift by maybe getting some of my merch, which I designed. Like fun sweatshirts and coffee mugs and all kinds of stuff. So check it out, also below. Check out the store itself, so go to the link in the description box where you see most of the options. Because what's underneath the video is just a few items, but on the store itself you'll see everything. I love you guys very, very, very much. Check out Tarot Masterclass if you want to study Tarot. Just check out the description box. It's full of good stuff. Okay, guys. Stay magic. Stay true. I love you. And I'll see you in a second. Bye.